Okay, we are getting ready to frame out our ceiling. We are using 2x2s. We are going to cut them in as long of sections as we can, but still accommodate the curve of the ceiling. We are using, see, and now I recorded this before and my phone just like exploded and it didn't get any of it, which is annoying. It literally exploded. It did not. I understand what the word literally means. I'll grab the screws in a minute to show you. It's not exciting. It's screws we've been using. But anyway, they're 2-inch construction screws. There you go. Now you know. We are in between our wood and these metal rib things. Hey, look, there's Shane. Hey.
Hey.
We are putting this insulation. We got this like big accordion piece of insulation. There it goes. At Home Depot for like 50 bucks. It's really thin. It's only an R value of 1, but the R value doesn't matter all that much. It's really just to break up the thermal bridge between the metal and the wood and the screws, etc., etc. I am not an expert on this topic at all whatsoever. I have done a lot of research, so has Shane, but what I remember from research that I do is this good, this bad, that's it. I don't remember the details. Do your own research. I am not a professional. Don't listen to me on this topic. Do your own research. That's please, like in everything we say and do your own research. But still watch our channels because we kind of know what we're talking about. Anyway, we are going to work on the ceiling. That is our goal for tonight. Long term, we will get everything insulated. We are going to pause on insulation for a bit. We do not want to rush to insulate the walls and the ceilings until we have drilled all holes for like the solar entry gland and for the shore power and for all of these things that are going to make holes in our bus, because we want to make damn sure that we don't have any leaks. So you will not see what we're doing with the insulation for a bit. As you can see, we pulled out all of the foam board. We have changed our minds on how we're going to handle that. More to come on that in the future. But for now, we are framing our ceiling, so enjoy. If you have any questions, any comments, or if you see us doing some really dumb things, please leave a comment in the comment section below. I said it right that time, kind of ish.
So at first, basically, I just measured from point to point, got that measurement, 41 inches, then cut it in half and did a whole bunch of other random stuff. Man, I said, that's too much measuring, too much work. Talked to Andrea, we just said we're just gonna do some 3 simple pieces in here instead of getting it so it's nice and flush. So this is just a 10-inch piece on each side and then 8 inches in the middle. Kind of gives us enough anchor points when we put up our ceiling. But I think it might be helpful, instead of just squaring off the edges, I thought it was helpful to get the right angle here. So that is one thing that I will show real quick. Basically just a speed square on one side of it. It has degrees. And then I grab my level. And basically right here at the seam of the bus, I put the speed square there, came in with my level and found where it was a 90 degrees. And then coming across right here, it lines up to being about 24, if you can see that, where it would line up at. So on your miter saw, it's a 22.5, which is actually the angle that we need for this.
So we had talked earlier about like the thermal bridging and conductivity and blah, blah, blah. So basically this insulation will create a thermal break between the metal, the steel coming straight into our living space. So Gilligan Phantom did an amazing video on why, and he gave other sources. So I'll put information in the comments below or in the about section below for you guys to look at. But basically we have a little tiny piece of insulation up top and to the side. So basically everywhere where the wood hits the steel. So, and also that then when our ceiling is attached, it's not going to touch this metal directly. It's going to touch this wood, because I don't know if you can tell, but this wood comes down a little bit lower than that. So hopefully we're doing all the things we're supposed to help with that. Shane is cutting just a ton of the wood pieces. I'm down here with this foam board and I'm just cutting. The nice thing is they're all similar size pieces. So we can just measure and then cut a ton and just bust through this. So we're gonna work on that. When we get to the sides, we'll pause and give you guys any information that differs for there, but I don't think a whole lot will except for measurements. So we're just gonna bust through this. what to
It's
think.
right there. It's on the
Oh,
road.
I'll hand it to you. So here's these.
I need 4 of them.
Well, you're not an octopus. I assume you're going to clamp one at a time.
I gotta put all 4 of them up at a time.
No, you don't.
I can't clamp. I have to have the other board
Oh,
up here too.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You are an octopus. My bad. Okay, I can hold that for you.
You got that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not an octopus. I need 3 arms and I'd be good.
Is there anything with 3 arms?
An octopus that has had 5 of the others taken off, or a crab that has had 5 of the others taken off,
This is the dumbest conversation ever.
or a starfish
The problem with when that happens is see how the foam.
that has had 5 of the others taken off.
There you go. Are
So,
you having
yeah.
fun with your octopus math?
No, it's not an octopus map. It's just animal map.
Wow. Okay, so get those up there, clamp them down.
Get those up there.
Shit up. Get your drill. Oh yeah, we only have 2 clamps. I was like, you don't want to do the middle too?
Oh, I'm drinking beer first.
Not an ad, but we wish it were.
That would be a cool ad. That'd be cool to be sponsored by Rogue.
So that the screws don't hit each other, we're offsetting, you know, where they're pre-drilled. Get a stool. I'm not embarrassed about it all. I'm a grown-up, I swear.
Which one are you doing, that one or this one first?
Whatever one you want me to do, darling.
Well, I'm on this side, so maybe.
Huh? Look, I have my screws in my little cell phone pouch.
Here's whining.
Oh no! Why? It's always freaking comedy hour with me. It's just shit show town. Shit show town. Whee! Just dust in my eyeballs. And my face. My face.
It's funny because they go from up here filming to down here to get you in there.
I almost hit my face on that. Stop making me laugh. I have to focus. I'm working here. For real, I have so much dust in my eyeballs and all my orifices.
How many orifices?
Just 3. The rest are covered.
Just 3 in my face.
Well, there's more than 3
There are 3.
orifices in your
Well,
face.
your nose, your mouth, and your ears.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Where's
7.
1 and 2 again?
1, 2. Separate holes.
We're dumb.
So I felt the need to tell a fun story about my overalls. It's not even a fun story, but many of you might not care, but my family who watches will. So I kept telling Shane I need some work pants. I'm constantly doing work on the bus in leggings, and not only will anything cut through that or puncture that, but also I didn't have pockets to put the screws, and it was a pain in the butt because I couldn't put screws or like just a basic knife or anything. Like I was constantly just running all over the place grabbing stuff. So I remembered that my mom gave me these overalls and they were my papaws, which it's probably funny to most people that they fit me, but he was a pretty tiny guy, and actually they're kind of tight in the butt and hips because he was a pretty tiny guy. But anyway, now I have some super cool overalls. that have some sentimental value to me. So I don't know, makes me happy. I like it. Hey, bye.
All right, so we're working on the side portion of the bus now. We got the full center done in 3 different sections. So it's basically going to be the exact same thing on the side. The measurements we did, I think, were this was like a 7-inch. This is like 4.5 inch, and then it's like a 4-inch little block that's going to go right here. It'll be right here on this end. And basically, the reason why we're doing that, again, same as the center, is it'll just be anchor points for our beadboard ceiling that we're going to do. And there's no point in doing a full piece of wood or try to get big pieces, because then you end up losing some headspace.
Yeah, and again, the ceiling material will be only hitting the wood. It won't be hitting the metal at all anyway, because the wood hangs down a little lower. So it's not necessary to do wood all the way across for us. And a lot of people, I mean, if you're watching this and you're doing bus conversion, I'm sure you know, but a lot of people will do furring strips along these beams.
Or run a couple through here.
Yeah. And again, that was just a lower height thing, and that's why we went against that. So I have heard from some people who've done that they wish they had done more. Some people just do, like, I don't know, I think like
the main here,
the main beams, but the more you do, the more contact points you have for a wall and a ceiling, and the less likely they are to sag or
rattle.
Yeah, so anyway, can't really give solid advice on that because we haven't done it, but that's why we didn't do that. So don't think, that's a bad way to go. I don't know. We're just not, literally every decision we make is for this giant over here. So that's why we're doing it this way. And so we're going to get to it, and we're out of wood. So we need to run to Home Depot, but we're going to be able to get most, we can get most of the 2 big ones. Yeah.
We'll get most of this side done, and then we'll have the other side still to do.
Yeah, so anyway, gonna get to it. As always, thank you for watching. And we need like an end thing, like a Meredith and Paco.
How about we just say
what? So stupid. As always, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.